game. I mean, just so many things that we have over there that you can have so much fun with. So we're live now on our YouTube channel.
If you want to see what we look like in the studio here at WGSO, but, maybe not,
Boogity, boogity, boogity,
maybe not if you're eating, but
yes.
Anyway, join the YouTube, the live there. You can check out all of our old shows there, old meeting.
Season 1,
yeah,
22 shows of season 1.
That's
now
right.
We're on 14
shows of season
so
2,
good,
just
man.
rolling
so
right
good.
along, baby.
Guys, you can go and have a bad week, a whole whatever, but you got to come to Only Good Vibes News Network on Thursdays. Just 1 hour, one little hour.
And I got to tell you,
positive.
I'm looking across here at my co-host, and I've noticed how smiling, how vibrant, how good his posture is. I sort of feel the same way today. And you know what I think this is? I think this is the Jazz Fest glow up.
Yes.
They call this the Jazz Fest glow up.
We got that glow.
Got that Jazz Fest glow up. Hello up.
The glow up on the blow up. So yeah, we always, we start this show off with doing Zen cards. So we're just gonna jump cannonball right into it. The first card is community. Hey now, Jazz Fest is all about the community.
Jazz Fest is all about the community, baby.
Understand that you will be like those whom you surround yourself. Your environment is stronger than you are. Wow. That's really good.
There you go.
And then
watch who you're letting your circle, because that's you.
Yeah, whenever you hang around with people, you know how you say if you put one bad apple in a bottle,
spoils the barrel. Right?
Yeah, if you have good apples, they're spoil it. So let's talk about the next card. The next card is right thought.
Right thought.
You are what you think. Think it today, become it tomorrow. Nothing can help you or hurt you as much as your thoughts you carry in your head.
Ooh.
With it being this month being Mental Health Month.
Mental Health Month, for sure.
We decided to bring in some guys. So we're doing some really organic and grassroots type stuff like we like to do here. It's Vet Jams. Vet Jams is these veterans. They go around and they encourage the people in the community to come together and help each other. And then a lot of times they play music is what they do, and they go to different places and play music.
So the vet is for veterans, and the jams is for jamming the music. You can check out their site, vetjams.org. They have all that outlined there. But they're a big part of this community, a big part of healing for the veterans.
Yeah, they are.
Because, in New Orleans, we do everything with music. The food is better with music. The nightlife is better with music, and the healing better.
And you know what else they say in the French Quarter, huh?
What's that? Les la bon temps roulé.
They say the love making is better with music.
Oh, they say the love. Hey, what up? James Andrews just come in here.
He slipped right in. You know what James Andrews would say, huh?
It's cheaper to keep her.
So get the picture, Herman Leonard. Jay, it's just such a refreshing time to come up in the studio. We've been out doing some pre-records, man. We miss you, Mamba Mentality.
Yeah.
AKA Kobe. We miss you guys.
We wish you at home could see Kobe. He's just come from the barber, man. They got him all lined up.
Fresh lined up. See, I get a cut like that too. And people are like, man, you cut your hair. Ha. No, bro, it's about that line. Getting that line straightened up. You understand? I wish I could grow that beard, though, man. Look, Kobe, this has probably been like, I don't know, about 3 years. Right?
Yeah, man. You've been growing that soul patch since the pandemic, right?
Is that what they call it? Soul patch. I knocked it down a couple of times. I might have taken about 75 gray hairs out of there. So
yeah, you picking them gray hairs back.
Yeah, you're right.
You have to wash that gray right out of your hair, bro.
Let's get right into some fun here.
Let's get right into some fun.
Tell me what was one of your highlights, not in music wise, but and just food wise, just to start off.
Look, I'll tell you, one of the best things I ate all weekend was, of course, the trout banquet there from Little Business. Like, I have to get it. I got the meaty white beans. I get that every year. There's a couple of things I get every year. I tried all the new stuff this year, but a couple of things I get every year. The meaty white beans were not as meaty as usual. It was a little disappointing.
Oh, really? So they didn't have enough pickle meat?
They didn't have enough meat in them. Usually they have like 3 different kind of meat in them. But it seems like I got the end of the barrel or something.
It seems like they can't say meaty. They should just say the meat.
Yeah. Well, in the past, it's been a spot on sort of description. So, but you know what I found? I had the final day I was out there. My friend gave me an all-access pass to all areas of the fest, which I had never had before. And
I saw
that
some of your photos. They look really good.
that was really special for me. Not that I had been backstage there before, but I went in the little tent where they had the refreshments. And they had free water and free fruit. And I grabbed an apple and a bottle of water for free on the fairgrounds. It may have been the best apple and bottle of water I ever had out there.
Now, was it because it was free?
Yeah, it was because it was
Oh,
free.
'cause I thought
Yeah, it
you
was
would pay
because
like $72.
Because I
It wouldn't have been
cannot
so
pay
cool, huh?
$7 for an apple. I mean, not. I mean, for a bottle of water. $7 for a bottle of water. It leaves a bad taste in my house. It nearly spoils the whole gas by $7
You did not say the water leaves a bad taste in his
yes,
mouth.
the water leaves a bad taste in my mouth.
Oh,
Ooh,
this
this
is some of
water.
that
Oh, this
fragrant
is some
water.
bitter water.
Okay, so the beans and
No, the little dizzy. Listen, they took it off the menu one year and they went to some other dish. So many people complained, myself included. They brought it back, included. They brought it back, and all of a sudden they got this trout banquet. Don't miss it. It's got jumbo lump crab meat, butter sauce. It's got a piece of trout that they pane, and it is so good. I don't even think they serve it at the Little Dizzy's restaurant, but it is so good.
oh well, wait a minute. I need to talk to Wayne Bakke. They're not putting that out there.
Oh, that's how you say it's trout baquet.
Bakke.
Okay,
That's
Baquet.
Wayne's last name. The
I'm
Bakke.
always learning around here.
So there's been a Bakke-owned restaurant ever since World War II here in New Orleans.
Amazing.
I'm crazy.
I love that kind of history.
It's wild.
I love that kind of history. Well, there you go. That must be why it's so good, because it's tried and true. But that was my absolute favorite. Now, my favorite thing I saw out there at the Jazz Fest, I saw these guys. They have a French name, like Etoile. I don't know, but they're from Nigeria. If you look at the schedule and it says of Nigeria, go peep those guys out. They are playing some hypnotic guitar groups from Northern Africa. Unbelievable.
You hip me to that, and I have been. I've seen a lot of music, but I got to be honest with you. That took me back, man. Those dudes in turbans and
yeah, they had the turbans. And they had those green things.
Yeah,
Like,
it
was
is
like whoa,
rocking, and the music was. It was very, very refreshing. It kind of would just like kind of captivate you the whole time.
I looked at a friend of mine when I was out there, and I just sat there and listened, and the thing just it's like I felt like they like reset my rhythms in some way.
Yeah.
You know, like it was so hypnotic. I felt like they took me away. I didn't feel like the same person when I left the tent.
The culture tent.
The cultural pavilion. Yeah.
Bro, how many hits do you see out of there? That's just going to be the sleep.
Every year something blows my mind.
Oh, well, Jay, you know what that music means, right?
Oh, I do actually know what that music means.
That means that we're bringing our guests on.
We got the skills to pay the bills. And we'll be right back on WGSO 990, only good vibes
News Network. We'll be back, y'all. Who that?
It's gonna be bright.
Get ready to never endings at Throttle and Swing, ultimate entertainment destination at Nolan Motorsports Park.
That's right. We're talking the 8 configurations of I'm feeling pro racing.
But that's not all. We've also got a brand new 18-hole mini golf course and a state-of-the-art arcade.
Delicious craft pizza kitchen and a full bar. Think unique cocktails, gourmet coffee, and the perfect place to review it.
Plus, relax in our outdoor lawn area with the playground, live music stage, a huge television for watch parties, and free Wi-Fi too. It's perfect for work or play.
And if you're planning a party, Throttle and Swing can handle any size gathering.
So, what are you waiting for? Head over to Nolan Motorsports Park on the West End and experience the unparalleled excitement of Throttle and Swing.
Throttle and Swing at Nolan Motorsports Park. Get your adrenaline pumping.
Are you looking for a unique New Orleans experience?
Check out the Orleans Artist Friendship.
Featuring original artworks, prints, and more. See it all at www.davincilive.com.
Live event
with showings of parties, even info and FrenchieLive.com.
Experience the art and experience the art of Frenchie at www.frenchielive.com.
Hey Jay, you hungry? Like really hungry?
Yeah, I'm gonna use the voice. Hey, let's check out Kronos.
Oysters. I love oysters.
Kronos features a wide variety of oysters. Charred, grilled, baked, manufactured, even the famous oyster.
Oyster log. I heard about that. You get 6 each of their signature baked oysters, plus 6 fried, all on a cypress slab.
42 oysters. We are going to love it. Kronos is located in the Hotel Intercontinental, 444 St. Charles Avenue, right on the corner.
Sweet. Where can we go?
7 days a week for lunch and dinner, plus a mimosa club on the weekends and happy hour daily 3 to 6.
Happy hour. Now you're talking my language.
Great drinks, great wine list, award-winning chef Matthew Farmer brings a team serving
Tranas. Got it. Let's go.
Hey folks, it's Jeff Cruier. I've been with WGSO for 17 years as host and now president and general manager. WGSO is a community-based radio station, a nonprofit, locally operated. We believe in cultivating local talent and emphasizing local programs. If you have an interest in hosting your own program, then we have some prime spots available for you. Take advantage of this great offer. Email me at jeff@wgso.com or call me at 504-669-6076. Come fulfill your radio dreams at WGSO.
Hi, this is Susan Vertiker bringing you a new show, Health Connections, every Wednesday afternoon at 5 p.m. when we explore health from doctors, researchers, scientists, naturopaths, pharmacists, authors, fitness, and more. You'll be able to call in and ask your own health questions. So join me, Susan Vertiker, every Wednesday at 5 p.m. right here on WGSO 990 AM with Health Connections.
What's up, my people? This is Derek Smoking Finger. You're listening to the only Good Vibes News Network with Jamie and Wilson right here on AM 990 New
Uh-huh.
All right, we're back with the Only Good Vibes News Network. It is 420 GSO New Orleans,
We're
AM
brought-
99.
We're brought to you by Nola Motorsports Park
On the West Bank.
Not to be mistaken of the best bank. I think we got them like a photo finish. You know, maybe they could come back with some of the music and visitors with fishing and they really do have a better sportsman's paradise than us over there. But you have the, I mean, you go right 20, 30 minutes, you're like locking in the fish, and it's good stuff. We don't really have that. We do in the lake, but it's just
Well, we do have some guests today, huh?
we got some awesome guests. We don't have just guests, man. We got the rock star guests from the grassroots of like we like to think about ourselves as grassroots and organic. And I feel that you guys are exactly that, the same, just like we are. You just seen the situation. Our situation was we thought that the world just had too much negative news, so we said, hey, we can do a positive news. We're gonna do a positive vibe. Mic check. No.
So we're going to do some positive news, some only good vibes at the News Network. We've got JAMS here in the studio today
Yes.
with us. They run a program where they do just what it says. They recruit veterans who are having trouble maybe with PTSD or assimilating back into society from their assignments, and they heal through music.
That's it.
They also
Guys, welcome to the studio.
Yeah.
Hey, thanks for having us. This is awesome.
It's Chet and Jason, by the way.
Yeah, I'm Jason.
I'm Chet.
Nice. So these guys are also. It doesn't have to be like veterans either that can come and see the show, right? It's just like a community-based thing, but they're bringing the vets are utilizing it also as well, right? But it's more of a community thing.
It's a community thing.
Yeah,
it's because it takes a community to, uplift veterans who are not feeling it. And you give them some love, give them an instrument, you give them a community. Guess what? They're part of the game.
Yeah, one of the things I want to say to you guys before we even start is thank you for your service. Thank you for your time.
Absolutely.
Because without guys like you, man, we would have a really rough time because we wouldn't have people stepping up and doing things that other people like officers and teachers and find like people don't really want to do the tough things. So I appreciate you guys doing the tough things.
Thank you. It's awesome. Thank you.
Tell us a little bit about how your program got started and sort of the workings.
Yeah, so it started in a bar, the VFW, actually, right here in New Orleans. And Chet and I were just hanging around, and we're talking about music and talking about New Orleans, and talking about some things that we wanted to do and the way we could engage other people, especially our veteran friends. And we came up with this idea of doing vet jams, which is really we like to think about we're doing a couple different things all at the same time. The first thing is we're getting veterans together to play music. That in itself is great. Like Chet and I have been playing together for a little over 2 years now.
What instrument?
So I play guitar and sing. Chet plays harmonica.
Oh,
And he tries to sing.
Yeah, kills it.
Crushed it.
That's awesome.
I saw it.
And and so we just wanted to get veterans together. But one of the ideas that we first had in the beginning was that we didn't want it to just be a vet thing. And we like Chet was saying, we really wanted to involve the whole community because that's the best way to get the word out. About everybody knows a vet, right? You got an aunt, an uncle, a friend, a sister, a brother, and so I think the idea is just to throw a really wide net because we talk about it every time we play a show. But the most important thing is that it's okay to talk about what's going inside of your head. It's okay to get therapy, and if you're a veteran, there's actually free therapy through the vet center, 100% free.
And the VA.
Yeah.
What can like just any just a VA center you go there if you're a vet and you're looking for help and you could just
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, there's this great. It's not really the VA. It's actually like a different entity. Although I don't understand the bureaucracy of it all. But all you need is DD 214. It's just that, and that's the final piece of paper that you get when you get out of the military, and you can walk right into their office right now and get an appointment in the next 2 or 3 days.
that's
And,
awesome.
That's right.
Yeah, but it was so hard to find. I found them through like a really low point in my life, and I knew I needed help. I got actually denied by the VA, and so it was a really bad day. But then I found the vet center, and it just has made a huge positive impact in my life. I've got a great therapist named Wayne, who I see on a regular basis. And so that's one of the big tenets is we're just trying to spread that gospel that it's okay to go to therapy, and then if you're a veteran, there's free therapy available.
We try to demystify. Veterans are very hard-headed, and if you say, "Hey, you need to go to therapy," they're like, "Absolutely not." But if we talk about it in an open forum, we share our own experiences. And, I'm walking, talking VA. I really would. I don't think I would be here in this seat if it wasn't for the VA and family bringing me in there. Because when I got back, I was a loose cannon. I didn't have vision. I didn't have drive. And then they sat me down in a chair, and I had years of therapy to get to where I'm at today.
That's one of the things. It's mental health month, health awareness month, and I think just not just veterans go through those tough times. Man, like everybody goes through it. Like I during a pandemic, I'm a real extroverted person, so I think extroverted people are having tougher times. Some people say, but it's all in your head as far as I'm concerned. As far as like, I'm going to have a harder time than you will, just because you're introverted and I'm extroverted. I think all of us are excluded and we weren't able to do the things that we normally do, so we have to use different muscles, right? So for me, I saw this psychiatrist, this lady, and she changed my life, like without a shadow of a doubt.
Oh yeah.
Without one iota.
You remember that moment, didn't you?
Oh yeah,
When the light went
Liz.
on.
Liz is her name, bro.
Yeah.
I told that lady everything. I never told anybody.
I mean, I hate to put so. You got to find your therapist. This door opened up, and there was this little hippie lady. She smelled like patchouli, and I hated her. I mean, as soon as I looked at her. But I sat down in that chair, and I just remember hitting the desk. She asked me 4 questions, and I rolled from one side of the office to the other, and I had like trails of tissue because I was just crying.
Yeah.
And she hit the right note, man. And
Yeah, I have a therapist also, and I really want to put it out there. You guys listen that. Look, go talk with them.
Yes, do it.
That these people have tools to help you
Yes.
that normal people, that your aunt, that your mom and them don't have.
Yes.
And it's not fair to put that on the other people in your life who aren't equipped to deal with it.
Well, that's one of the ideas about vet jams, right? Is because I think a lot of us, especially we're in our 40s, 50s, and I think there's just a lot of social stigmas that are still associated with mental health, especially for men, and especially for military, but really for all people. And so I think that's really one of the things that we're trying. We literally get on the microphone every single show, and and say it's okay to go to.
Yeah, we have a huge
Yeah.
banner with QR codes.
Well, we're going to talk much more about this when we come
We are.
back.
This is getting really, really good too.
Yeah,
I
we're going to take a
appreciate
little
it. It's
break. We're
getting
going to
nice
pay
and
some
warm.
bills. We'll be right back with Bet Jams here.
Who that way at?
Give me life for the life of me. Hey, we know that I was not.
Chocolate lovers rejoice. Scandalous chocolate has arrived in New York with 4 sensational new varieties.
That's right. They aren't just chocolates. They're experiences. Premium and elegance, crafted with the finest ingredients, blending sweet and savory sophistication.
We're talking 20 milligram premium chocolate. Sweet, perfect for on-the-go eating. Nuts, fruits, caramel. It's a fair
At just $10, it's an affordable luxury. Fair trade, single origin, gluten-free, and vegan. Find Scandalous chocolates, quality specialties at a travel agency in God.
Scandalous chocolate. When you're in New York, awaken your senses. Like this.
For a fair you can take in. Scandalous.
Hey, Nene, we love Wednesdays, but we're moving to a new time.
Listen to He Said, She Said, Wednesdays at 6 p.m.
As usual, we'll be discussing and debating the hot topics.
and taking your phone calls.
You can find out who's right. Of course, that's me.
No, wait, Jeff, I'm never wrong. Remember, happy wife, happy life.
So we'll have a lot to talk about on He Said, She Said,
Listen to the Crew of Crew Air Wednesdays at 6 p.m.
right here on WGSO.
Broadcasting from deep within the Louisiana Purchase, splitting spacious skies, overlooking the future plain, and smack dab in the land of the free. The American Ground Radio program with Louis R. Aberoni and Stephen Parr, where freedom grows. Listen each weeknight from 7 to 9 p.m. with Louis R. Aberoni and Stephen Parr. Here on WGSO 990 AM.
Louisiana Radio Network, I'm Colleen Crane. History was made at the Vatican. The College of Cardinals has elected the first U.S.-born pope. Robert Prevost has taken the papal name Leo XIV. Loyola University chaplain and professor of theology, Dr. Tom Ryan, says the election of Chicago-born Leo XIV was a surprise to him.
I wasn't expecting it because the Cardinals who elect the Pope are a very diverse group. They're from countries around the world, and I was not expecting them to elect American popes.
The House approves a constitutional amendment to lower state income tax from 3% to 2.75%. Bill author Julie Emerson says lowering the tax would make Louisiana more competitive in attracting businesses and residents, while Representative Matthew Willard expressed a concern about a decline in state revenues as state income taxes were lowered 5 months ago.
Don't you think it would be more prudent to have more data, possibly a year or two of data, tying it to the budget?
Exploring the soul of Louisiana, you'll find it in every corner of the 9 Secretary of State museums. These cultural gems preserve the stories that shape who we are. Whether you're reliving history or exploring art and architecture, there's a stop for you. Looking to create your own magical memories? The Old Governor's Mansion was named one of the best wedding venues in Baton Rouge for 2025. Come and feel the heartbeat of our culture at a Secretary of State museum. Visit sos.la.gov for more information.
I'm Richard Funtner, president of the Louisiana Farm Bureau Federation. While I'm a 4th-generation rice and soybean grower, you don't have to be a farmer to be a Louisiana Farm Bureau member. Membership has its benefits, from discounts on car seats, hotel rooms, and rental cars, to access to insurance you can count on to be there when you need it. Plus, a whole lot more. We're 145,000 members strong, and we want you to join the Louisiana Farm Bureau family.
Visit lafarmbureau.org. The Louisiana Farm Bureau Federation, the voice of Louisiana agriculture.
Chocolate lovers rejoice. Scandalous chocolate has arrived in New York with 4 sensational new varieties.
That's right. They aren't just chocolates. They're an experience. Premium and elegance, crafted with the finest ingredients, blending sweet and savory sophistication.
We're talking 20 milligram premium chocolate. Sweet, perfect for on-the-go eating. Nuts, fruits, caramel. It's a fair
At just $10, it's an affordable luxury. Fair trade, single origin, gluten-free, and vegan. Find Scandalous chocolates, quality specialties at a travel agency
And God handles trouble. When you're in New York, awaken your senses. The light will
An affair you could take in silence.
This is Kate Delaney from America Tonight. The show kicks on at midnight, and I'm loving the overwhelming support in New Orleans. What a group of fantastic listeners here on WGSO 990 AM. Join me every morning to catch up on what I call the buzz in your backyard and mine. You'll hear some of the most interesting people on the planet from the world of business, politics, sports, and, well, just intriguing people with a story to tell. If you're around, give us a call. Don't worry, I'll spit out the number plenty of times on the air. Let's agree to meet at midnight right here on WGSO 990 AM in New Orleans.
Hey, do you ever wonder who really listens to talk radio? Or even, who is this new Lisa and why are we going live with her? And what does it mean to be unscripted? Hey guys, my name is Lisa Leonardi and I am the new talk show host of Live with Lisa Unscripted. My show is about living our unique NOLA life with a touch of inappropriateness and a ton of side-splitting laughs to get you home every Monday at 4 p.m. here on WGSO 990 AM.
This hour's program is brought to you in part by me, Mr. Everything. Don't settle for anything. Ask for everything. Who dat?
All right, we are back.
Just like that, magic.
Live
Poof.
News Network here on WGSO 990 AM. We're talking with Vet Jams today, guys. Fascinating going into the break. We're four guys, and I don't know about you, Kobe, but we've all sought help from therapists in the past and gotten on with our lives, basically, through that door.
Yes.
What are some of the resources that Vet Jams brings to the table to help other people find their way?
Yeah, the number one thing is the vet center. I mean, for me, that's been the solution. I think it's something that just a lot of people don't know about, and they have right, and like the therapists there are for veterans. That's they have no other mandate. They've gone through the training. I was very skeptical about therapists for many years because, no offense, but I didn't want to talk to some 24-year-old kid right out of college. Right?
Yeah.
I just didn't think that they were going to connect with what I had to say. And so the vet center just checked off all the boxes, and they were fast. They got me in 3 days. They're flexible. You don't have to do it in person. You can do it remote. They have their methods that they try to do, like talking with behavior therapy or something like that, right? But they're also just willing to let you be you, and it's the number one thing that we're trying to spread is that there's 988. There's some things like the VFW. There's the VA itself is really it's the simplest path, right? The simplest path is it's okay to go to therapy, and through the vet center you can get treated.
I got nothing on his mic here. Ah, there you go.
Yep. I've walked in 3 or 4 buddies who had panic attacks, and wives called because they didn't want to fess up to it. So the wives called, and I walked them into the VA, walked them into the mental health clinic, and said, "This is my buddy. He's had a panic attack, and by law, from what I understand, they have to see you. They can't push you away. If they had a full on, that was the thing for us.
Right.
And they saw. They just say, hey, real comfortably, be with me in about 20 minutes. But I'm in some room, and walk them in the back. I talked to them weeks later, like, yep, they got help.
And then the last thing is just community. I mean, there's some guys and women that aren't going to go to a therapist. That's just the way it is.
Yeah.
But hey, we're at Le Bon Temps the very first Monday of every month. Come hang out. Come talk to the guy or girl on the stool next to you. They might have been through the same stuff you had because, I think that's a lot of the stress that we go through as veterans is we get pulled out of our support network. Right? You're in a platoon. You're in a unit, and you're surrounded by all these men and women that you can talk to, and then you go home and they're all gone. And so one of the things that we're really trying to do is just build that veteran community of people coming out, either playing music, listening to music, just hanging out. We've even got friends that don't drink, and they come out, they hang out at Le Bon Temps, and You know,
So that's the first Monday of every month.
First Monday
It's
of
an
every
open
month.
jam over there. People should bring their music.
No, they can do that. You know, what we found is that it's good to come to practice first. So just
Oh,
come and
okay.
introduce yourself, and we usually do a practice like a couple of days before. People have sat in. We've
That
definitely
Air
had people.
Force guy, probably
Totally. Yeah.
just grabbed an axe and just started.
He just started
It was
shredding.
just like a whole room.
Hey,
was
it's
just
New
like,
Orleans, right? I mean,
Yeah.
and that's the whole.
That's the vibe of New
Yeah,
Orleans.
and he
exactly.
He turned around and gave me the guitar, and tears in his eyes, like that was a dream come true. I'm like, well,
Wow.
come on, let's
Come
do
on,
it again,
let's do this
bro.
again.
Yeah.
You're ripping.
Yeah.
Well, and like that's the whole idea really behind Vet Jams is that we really do want to. We have a sit-in culture, right, in New Orleans music, right? There's guys sitting in, girls sitting in, left and right, and I think Vet Jams would be silly to ignore that culture of New Orleans. I think
Yeah.
that's one of the reasons why we think we can be so successful here. Is that once we engage with the community, you know, the community is going to engage us right back, right?
Yep.
Love goes around, right?
I feel all of that. I feel like, I mean, I often say what's my knee jerk reaction when I hear something or think about someone on our show, our guest. My knee jerk reaction is organic and very grassroots and effective. I feel like this is very effective because one thing is it's at their own pace. I think that when people, regardless vets or whoever, when they want to get help or need to get help, they don't want to be pushed. I think you lean to that. So so if they can come at their own sake and then in a calm atmosphere, like a bond, like you don't have to, like you're not sitting there waiting for somebody to write and fill you out. You're gonna go in the room and talk to them. You're just gonna go hang out with some people like minds, and I believe we're all energy. You just travel around in these vessels, right? And what happens is when they go in that room, they feel that energy. They feel the energy, and you guys have all the camaraderie together because I feel like a lot of folks that are in the Army are like tough as nails. And I think that, I don't know, it's just my perception that it could be difficult for them to come and ask for help, especially when it's something like that they don't really know about, like mental health. Like you're thinking, I can't seem like
You're trained to suck it up. That's
but
the
I'm not
number
even a
one.
veteran,
Shut
and
up
I'm
and suck
telling
it
you.
up.
Suck it up.
Sometimes you just can't suck it up any longer.
Well,
exactly.
And we tell real stories too. I talk about my dad passed away and how that affected me. I talk about losing my first wife and how that affected me, especially during COVID. And you know, like that's the idea. The idea is to be our most authentic selves because I think if we present that to other people, the people are just going to respond. And the other thing that's wild too is that I've known people this way too, but I never told my first wife about what I went through.
Yeah.
That's just not something you talk about. But you will meet a complete stranger that's in the military at a bar and tell them everything about it in a heartbeat. And so it's about meeting your tribe.
Back to getting out of your unit, and then you go back to your family. You can't tell those stories. Veterans speak. It doesn't matter what branch you're in. We all speak the same language. We all learn that your platoon sergeant is a real, real hard guy. You
Yeah,
can't
yeah.
get along with him, but you got along with someone else, and we all just kind of weave in and out of each other. And yeah, it's really, really refreshing to see new faces and just and just light them up with music. We had an old Vietnam vet. He comes with bon ton. So Mr. Pete, and he comes in. I said, "That's my favorite Vietnam vet." And one day he comes in with a guitar up his back. I said, "What's going on?" He inspired me to start playing music.
Wow.
The VA has music therapy. I'm now in music therapy. I'm playing guitar.
Right? I know.
And I'm
That's
like,
great.
The ball just went over the fence, and I'm like, and now he plays guitar. And I'm like, I want him to play this. I'm like, come on,
I
Mr.
know.
Pete. He's like,
Come on, dude.
I'm not there
Good
yet.
tune, Mr. Pete.
Yeah.
One thing I wanted to I'm curious about is, say if somebody don't want to speak, because I know during the pandemic, before the pandemic, I was seeing this lady, and then the pandemic happened, so I couldn't see her in person anymore. So I had to. She asked me, "Do you want to see me online or whatever?" And I was just kind of like, because I was all into the let me lay on the sofa, let me relax, take my shoes off. Like it was like a vibe for me, right? But then I was like, okay, I'll do it online. And when I went to do it with the online through a Zoom or whatever, it was just as good. So can say, is there any way that people can, say some guys don't want to go into the vet, can they call and is there like a therapy that they can do online?
Well, and it all starts with 988, right? 988 is a real thing, and
I don't know anything about 988.
Oh, really?
Please tell us about 988.
Okay, yeah, 988 it started a few years back. It's the suicide prevention hotline. You can text it or call it at any time. I think they even have a special section for veterans. I need to just text it, wind out for myself one day. But yeah, anybody. It's a national program that's ran by the federal government that anybody can call the 988 or just text if you're feeling down, you're feeling blue, you feel like you need somebody to talk to, and you don't want to take that step yet. Just talk to somebody. Reach out to 988 on your cell phone, and and that's a good way to access people too.
Love it.
That's it. That's a beautiful thing. One of the things that I wanted to get into with you guys was location. So I think you have a Thursday night that you do too.
Yeah, we do. So we got a few shows coming up. So our next show is actually at Heroes Whiskey Bayou Bar out in Arabic.
Oh, okay.
You gotta leave the parish, but not
Oyster
Orleans,
happy hour.
but yeah. Oh, the oysters are great there on happy hour. And on the 29th, and we play from 7 to 10. 7 to 10. And they've been supported from day one. As soon as we reached out to them, they were on the Levanton let us in first, and then Heroes Whiskey Bayou Bar was the second bar. So we were the first Monday of every month at Levanton and the last Thursday of every month at Heroes.
In the perfect world, how many gigs are you guys looking for like weekly? I know you got other jobs and other things too, but
So the master plan is to have a gig a week. So the idea is to play 1 week uptown, next week Mid City, next week Bywater,
Okay.
fourth week. So because as you guys know in New Orleans, people don't leave their neighborhood,
Mhm.
right? I ain't crossing the canal. And
sound like Kermit Ruffins.
Right, exactly. And so we really want to get a gig in each bar. And we're still working on Mid City and the Bywater. We'd like to come home because we really want people to have some place that they can congregate.
You should
to.
check out Bank Street Bar. They just changed owners, and apparently the new space is really.
We've been trying. I've been working all my contacts. I don't have that many contacts, but I've been working them, and hopefully we can make that happen.
Okay, in
one
the
day.
perfect world, we got some of those out. I was talking to JB, who's a veteran, works at the Maple Leaf. I'm gonna try and see if I can get you guys some spot at the Maple Leaf.
That'd be awesome.
Because I got a lot of stroke over there. Jamie and I, we do both. But any other places that you guys like? Man, it sure would be cool if we could get there.
Yeah,
For our listeners and listen, if you guys want to call in too and talk to these guys, tell them thank you for their service and everything. Our number here is 504-556-9696, 504-556-9696.
Yeah. So that's the idea. We want to get a gig every week, so we play 4 times a month. We'll probably sprinkle in some one-offs. Chet's been talking about doing a porch concert at his place.
Oh, nice.
So
That's
get that
cool.
going. Yeah, because we're playing a lot of bars, and David, our bass player and guitar player, he wants to have a little get-together so his daughter can come see him play.
Kid-friendly dog.
Yeah, so we're going to make that happen. And we also got to give a shout-out to Javier, our pedal steel player.
Major hobby.
Major Javier. I mean, if you guys want to see a bad pedal steel player in New Orleans, come see Javier play.
And he's an active duty Marine. He just went from captain to major.
And
we call him Major Steel.
Yeah, and we've got Becca playing drums. Becca's been with us like almost from the beginning to assist with once we started out. So we're not all veterans of the band. We say we're veterans and friends of veterans.
Yes.
And so we also got Steve playing Les Paul for us too. So we got a pretty good sized band.
We have a singer-songwriter who is a therapist.
Yep. Chris,
Wow.
Chris Slidell doing all original tunes.
Oh, awesome.
It's great. It's really
Oh,
good
that's
stuff.
great. Well, we're going to take a little break and pay some bills. We'll be right back for our final segment. It's been such a joy to have you guys.
Nolan Motorsports Park. That's right. We're talking an 80 configuration go-kart for having feeling of pro racing.
But that's not all. We've also got a brand new 18-hole mini golf course and a state-of-the-art arcade.
Delicious craft pizza kitchen and a full bar. Think unique cocktails, gourmet coffee, and perfect hosting feel for all the
Plus, relax in our outdoor lawn area with a playground, live music stage, a huge television for watch parties, and free Wi-Fi too. It's perfect for work or play.
And if you're planning a party, Throttle and Swing can handle any size gathering. We've got you.
So, what are you waiting for? Head over to Nolan Motorsports Park on the West Bank and experience the unparalleled excitement of Throttle and Swing.
Throttle and Swing at Nola Motorsports Park. Get your adrenaline pumping.
Hey Jay, you hungry? Like really hungry?
Yeah, I'm in the mood for oyster. Hey, let's check out Konoski.
Oysters? I love oysters.
Konoski features a wide variety of different oysters. Charred, grilled, baked, and on the half shell, even the famous oyster.
Oyster log? I heard about that. You get 6 each of the signature baked oysters, plus 6 fried, all on a Cypress slab.
42 oysters. We are going to love it. Pernas is located in the Hotel Intercontinental, 444 St. Charles Avenue, right on the
Sweet. Where can we go?
7 days a week for lunch and dinner, plus a mimosa brunch on weekends and happy hour daily from 3 to 6.
Happy hour. Nah, you're talking my language.
Great drinks, great wine list, award-winning chef Matthew Farmer leads a team serving the best
Trenas. Got it. Let's go. Are you looking for a unique New Orleans experience?
Check out New Orleans artist Frenchie.
Featuring original artworks, prints, and more. See it all at www.thefrenchielive.com.
Live event bookings are available at the gallery.
And for private showings or parties, email info@frenchielive.com.
Experience the art. Experience the art. Frenchie at www.frenchielive.com.
Hi, this is Susan Vertiker bringing you a new show, Health Connections, every Wednesday afternoon at 5 p.m. when we explore health from doctors, researchers, scientists, naturopaths, pharmacists, authors, fitness, and more. You'll be able to call in and ask your own health questions. So join me, Susan Vertiker, every Wednesday at 5 p.m. right here on WGSO 990 AM with Health Connections.
Hello, this is Jack Clay. I want to thank all my listeners and the support I get here at WGSO for making our program, The Jack Clegg Show, successful. Along with that success has come a change in time zones. We know we're not moving to the Pacific time zone, but we are changing the time of our show. Now, for the immediate future, we will be 4 to 6 p.m. every Friday afternoon. Callers are welcome. That's The Jack Clegg Show, Fridays at 4 p.m. Thanks for listening.
What's up, my people? This is Derek Smokafina. You're listening to the Only Good Vibes News Network with Jamie and Whistle right here on AM 990 in New Orleans.
You got the accent, your way to privacy. That Jones to the affirmative. Don't miss and miss.
Don't miss in between. Dude don't know what's happening. And we're back, ladies and gentlemen, with Only Good Vibes News Network, brought to you by
Nola Motorsports Park
on the
West
Wankety
Bank.
Wank. And we got our great guests here, two American heroes. I mean, you guys really are. I mean, you really are. You put your. Some people talk about doing it. You guys are actually doing it in more ways than one.
You guys signed up.
You signed up for our country. And you helped us, and you still are big veterans. And the thing is, not only that, you took it to another level. It's going further, helping the veterans who've helped America put themselves in a state of mind where they can help themselves. Because sometimes when you get in situations where you're overwhelmed, you can't always help yourself. And I really think it's a beautiful thing. It's so organic. And I overuse that word, but that's where it is, man. It came from your heart, came from your soul. It was in your mental thought process. And now, how many shows have you guys already played since you started this? And it could be inside the ballpark.
Yeah, no. So originally we started at the VFW, and we were playing every Wednesday. So we did about 50 shows at the VFW the first year.
Wow. It was just like learning to play. So we were still getting our legs. You know, I mean,
More like live practice then.
Yeah, exactly. That's a good way to put it. But had some great times. You know, that's how we met Javier originally, and Becca started playing with us. My guitar teacher Ed Barrett used to come and sit in with us.
Craig from the Tanglers.
Craig from the Tanglers would come in.
Yes.
Yeah, we had such a good time. And but you know, we're just kind of getting the same three people to VFW, to be honest with you. And a lot of our friends and family didn't feel like we could go to the VFW, so that's when we decided to move to the bars. And since we did that, we've met more people. And yeah, so we've probably done 60 shows or so now.
So it sounds like you guys are moving the way that we like to move. We like to move in a situation where wherever the universe pushes you and you feel the need to go, you go. So you guys would you be opposed or not? Or would you be welcoming to playing different things? Like maybe say like if you had a festival, like say Soberfest. Bridge House is good friends of ours here. So because here's the thing,
100%.
We would love to help you guys in every way, and
that'd be amazing.
You know, and if there's any places that you guys would like to play or would like, thinking about down the road, give us a call. We want you to come back again and let us know anything that you want to do. because we want to help. We want to be a vessel for you to carry on with helping people too, you know, and anything that.
And with that same thing in mind, what is it that your organization needs? Do you guys take donations on your website? Or where do you guys stand in terms of outside help? You need volunteers?
Yeah, no, we do take donations, but I think just support. I think just
We play for free.
Yeah, go
Yeah.
go like our Facebook page. We can't share videos or something until we get like 100 followers. So
Okay.
NOLA Vet
That's a big
Jams.
help.
Yeah, seriously.
Yeah, we'll get that taken care of.
that'd
Listen,
be a simple
guys,
thing.
what's the website?
So we're vetjams.org is the website, and then we're on both Instagram and Facebook with NOLA Vet Jams.
NOLA Vet Jams, guys. Go out there, go like it today, join it. Let's get over 100.
Yeah,
so
and
these
this way you
guys can start
sharing the videos.
Absolutely,
build a fan base.
Yeah. Did you guys have a YouTube channel?
No, that's one of the
It's
things
pretty free to make. I mean,
yeah,
just-
that's something that a couple people have suggested to me. But yeah, that's on the horizon.
because you guys are good, man. You guys are
Appreciate
really.
that.
I went and saw you guys, and it was impressive, and kept me captive the whole time. It really is, and then they're good, you know. And I like the fact that it is loose. Like you do make the statements that, hey, man, you know, it's free to go to the vets and go to the center and get help. Like it's okay. And back down to that vibe. I felt like, for me, the longest time, I thought every single person should see a psychiatrist or see a get help. But it's just to talk in general. It doesn't have to mean that it's the end of the world or everything is bad. It's just sometimes the inventory in your head just gets all over the place. And all you're gonna do is help you organize it, put it out, set out the bad stuff and put in the good stuff. And I think when you guys have that on ramp for people through music, man, that's beautiful.
Yeah, it's all about breaking down barriers, right? Let's have a drink if that's your thing. Listen to some music. We play some sad tunes. We play some happy tunes. We sing some funny tunes. We talk about therapy. You know, we all love playing with each other. We're all best friends, and just come join the circle.
The
you know?
mission, and we talked about this, is like, if we could get this to bloom, we would love to have a New Orleans Vet Jams, and then we could have the platform where we could have the website and everything, and just give it to Chicago Vet Jams,
Nashville Vet Jams.
Nashville Jet Jams, and that way there could be a network of veterans playing music
Love this
together.
idea, yeah.
And we could have a festival.
And you
know?
could also go and tour around
Sure.
and visit other Vet Jam community,
Yeah,
you know,
go see
sort of
everybody.
spread the community around.
Yeah, and just the word, snowball. So that's the mission statement. And I picture veterans with Vet Jams on their back with the Chicago rocker on the bottom.
Yes, that's awesome.
Oh, are you making some colors?
No, because we had some guys from La Place come in, some big veterans, and they had a big veteran desk on. I was like,
nice.
Look, Vet Jams.
So
It sounds like you have it conceptualized. You might want to draw some colors, man.
So if someone's listening to this, I know we have listeners all over the world, but if we have someone listening, can they go to your website and then maybe talk to one of you guys about maybe setting up one in their own place?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, I've got my contact info is on the Vet Jams website.
Okay, cool.
And all that contact info is also going to be on the WGSO website where you can listen to this podcast. So it's all listed.
Nice, thank you. Yeah, that's amazing. I mean, this is really all about getting the word out, right? I mean, we're not doing this to become famous or anything like that. We just want people to get help.
I want to let veterans are committing suicide 22 a day.
Oh,
and it's
terrible
and
stat.
the VA and the Pentagon have spent this year alone $1.6 billion in mental health. So, God bless them. They're doing what they can, but it's us. It's up to us. No one's coming to help. It's up to us to help each other.
I love that. And we're here to help you guys too, man.
Man,
And
this is
I can't say thank you guys enough for your service
Thanks for having us.
for the United States of America and the service what you're doing right now. Out the goodness of your own heart for all the other veterans, man. And you guys should be very proud of yourselves and sleep really well every night, man, because you help one person.
Yeah.
And save one person. It has to make you feel so good inside.
We all have the capacity to love each other and save each other.
Amen. Well, Jamie, it looks like it's that time again. We always having so much fun.
I know. Just remember out there, folks, that the world is full of good people. If you don't see one,
be one. And remember those big 6 things. Always have humility, empathy, and compassion for yourself. Always help others. Always try to be better. And leave the world better than you found it. Next time, tune in on next Thursday. I won't be here, but it'll be Jamie and I will be doing a pre-recorded
we
show.
we got Jared Zeller from the Bayou Boogaloo. He's going to be
Boogaloo.
talking everything Bayou Boogaloo next week. Tune us in
Yes,
4
I'll
p.m.
be working on my suntan in Florida.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
Thanks for being on,
Thanks,
guys.
Chet.
Thanks,
Thanks, Jason. I appreciate you guys,
Jason.
man. Anything we can do to help you guys, we're here for you. Come back anytime, man. If you guys
Right on.
have something pop up, feel free.
VetJams.org.
You guys get in touch with them. VetJams.org. Hit them up. Who that?
Are you tired of the same old weekend routine, looking for something new and exciting?
And get ready to run your engines at Throttle and Swing, the ultimate entertainment destination at Boa Motorsports Park.
That's right, we're talking an 8 configuration go-kart track and how you feeling with pro racing.
But that's not all. We've also got a brand new 18-hole mini golf